celebrating junior bowling, elevating junior bowlers all across America. It's the Prodigy Bowlers You Tour. Today featuring a match between Christian Manel and Brandon Caravidi. You film it, you send it, we produce it, you watch it. The Prodigy Bowlers You Tour is on. Live on tape from Stars and Strikes Woodstock in Woodstock, Georgia. You are entering the VIP room at the bowling center, where the qualifying round has already seeded 4 players into a 3-match stepladder. Today you'll see match 1 in the series, and in our next 2 episodes of Prodigy Bowlers You Tour, you'll see matches 2 and 3. But here in the opening match, our 4th seed, Christian Manel, will face 3 seed Brandon Caravidi. So without further ado, let's get this match underway. As they say on YouTube, be sure and hit the subscribe button and smash that bell to receive notifications whenever we put up a new video here on YouTube. Coach Randy, good to be back with you once again. It's been a while. Christian Manel will throw the first ball in the match. Oh, ouch. A stone 7. Welcome to Season 5, Christian. And he's like, really? Did it have to start that way? Christian looking a little scruffy here. Letting the beard grow. He hadn't had a haircut since the pandemic began. Actually, I kind of like the new look. Takes the scenic route, but covers the 7-pin. So, a mark to start. And now, you remember Brandon Caravidi, who joined our program over at Roswell a couple of years ago. Sends that one out almost to the very edge, and it comes roaring back through the nose and leaves the 6-9-10. He'll go cross lane at it with his plastic ball. And splits the 9-10. That would have made the 6-7-9-10. Both players with a spare to open up the new season, so we're even after 1 frame. This will be the first in a series of 3 matches. Oh, that one gets away from him. The next 2 matches, the winner of this match will face the 2 seed in our next episode of the Prodigy Bowlers You Tour, and then the winner of that match, you'll see them go on to face the tournament leader in episode 3 of this series. Brandon a little wild with those 2 shots in the second frame. I'm not sure how much practice these kids got in over the summer. This was filmed on the first day of the fall league that they've just started at Stars and Strikes Woodstock. Christian off to a quick 14-pin lead on the strength of the gift Brandon handed him. But Christian goes high and leaves the 3-6-9-10. Characteristic of these lanes at Stars and Strikes, it seems, is the wider you throw it, the more it hooks. We're bowling on the house shot, and there's a bit of an over-under condition. Those of you who bowl a lot are familiar with what that means. The dry really reacts hard, and the slick part of the lane really skids. Well, as we mentioned earlier, I'm not sure how much practice these kids got over the summer. We may be seeing the product of a little bit of rust. Christian, wide right with that spare attempt, and he whiffs the 3-6-9-10, tossing it in the gutter, and his 14-pin lead is suddenly gone. Still looking for our first strike of the new season. There's one. Christian finds the pocket. We'll watch that one again, his 5-step approach. He's pretty much straightened out his swing plane. We got that fixed last season. And that was solid in the pocket. A high hit. Brandon breaks up the split. Leaves just the 4-7. Brandon made a pretty big leap forward at the beginning of last season. He practiced a lot that summer. But due to the pandemic, a lot of the bowling centers were closed here in the Atlanta area through much of the summer. I'm not sure if these guys really have bowled much since the 2019-2020 season was abruptly cut short back in March. There's a solid strike for Brandon. That's more like what we expect to see a lot of on the high-scoring house shot. 5-step approach, two-handed style. And he makes the pins dance. And there's our first double of the new season as Christian extends his lead to 18. Now these Prodigy Bowlers You Tour episodes are just one match each to keep them short and sweet. As we look at this last strike again. They filmed 3 matches on this day, so you'll see match 2 in the next episode, match 3 in the episode after that. High again. And we're seeing these kids kind of spray the ball. One time they're sending it out to the edge. Christian sort of sent that one down the middle, and it's still hooked high at the end. The house shot here at Stars and Strikes is a little shorter oil than what they got used to bowling on over at Roswell. Christian makes short work of the 3-6-9. The Roswell house shot is 42 feet. I'm honestly not sure how long it is here at Stars and Strikes, but I would bet that it's probably 40, maybe 39. Doesn't quite come up. Leaves the 2. Simple spare. Just move his feet a few boards to the right, throw his strike ball. And the 2-pin is pretty routine for players of this caliber. When the Roswell Varsity League was cut short and the 2019-2020 season was abruptly halted, Brandon was carrying a league average of 190. Christian had a 207 average. Oh boy. Wide with that one. And the 2-4-10, it can be made. And here's how you do it. Put the ball over on the left of the 2-pin. Drive it over into the 10. The ball will get the 4. He goes straight at it with his spare ball. You hear the buzzer? He fouled. Watch this. His foot will break the light beam, and there's the red light, the foul light. So that counts the same as a gutter. So another open frame, and we'll continue with the match after this. Now, from the Prodigy Bowlers Tour newsroom, with reports from around the world, across the nation, and up your alley. This is Prodigy Striking News. Unfortunately, we have some very sad news to report. Tragedy struck the Georgia bowling community and the Prodigy family recently. On August 8th, 2020, police in Forsyth County, Georgia, found two men dead in a boat at Mary Alice Park on Lake Lanier, just north of the Roswell-Alpharetta area of the Atlanta metro. Police identified the two men as Scott Landeck, 22 years old, and his brother Brian Landeck, 31, both of Cumming, Georgia. The Forsyth Sheriff's Office, along with the Cumming Police Department, Forsyth County Fire Department, and EMS all responded to the scene. Police said the men's deaths were an accident. Deputies learned that three family members went out on their boat that Friday evening to spend the night. But when other family members arrived on Saturday, the two men were unresponsive. Family members then towed the boat to Mary Alice Park. A third man on the boat was disoriented and taken to a hospital to be treated for carbon monoxide exposure. Deputies found a generator on the boat and said that while it was not in an enclosed area, the positioning of the generator did not allow exhaust to exit the boat, and instead it filled the cabin with carbon monoxide where the men were sleeping. Scott Landeck made one appearance on Prodigy Bowlers Tour on episode 60, the double ball elimination with redemption frames. Scott bowled well that day. He was a product of the youth program at Stars and Strikes in Cumming, Georgia, and was friends with a number of Prodigy regulars. It's always sad to hear of a loss, but when it's someone this young, it's especially heartbreaking. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Landeck family and all their friends and loved ones. This kid is on the Georgia All-Stars team. That means he's one of the best youth bowlers in the state, going around the Southeast representing the state of Georgia. Throwing shots like that. Hey Prodigy Land, it's me, Coach Randy. Here's how you can be on Prodigy Bowlers You Tour. All you need is a smartphone that records in 4K resolution at 60 frames per second and a thumb drive that you can send me with the video file. Provide your address and I'll send it back. Then just record a match between yourself and one of your friends or foes. Hey, bowl as many games as you want and pick out the best one to send. You know, where the two of you are bowling your best. Then offload the video file from your phone to your computer and burn it onto the thumb drive. Complete instructions on how to record the match and how to get the video file from your phone onto a thumb drive can be found online at www.prodigybowlerstour.com. Click on the tab at the top of the page for You Tour. There you'll also find the application form you'll need to fill out, along with the release forms that the parents of any minor children who appear on the video will need to sign. Fill out the forms, have your parents sign them, copy your video file onto a thumb drive, and send it to me at the address provided. There's no entry fee and no cost to be on the show other than the lineage fees your bowling center will charge you for bowling the games that you film and the postage required to send me the thumb drive and the filled out forms. If we use your match on Prodigy Bowlers You Tour, you'll be an official member of the PBAA, Prodigy Bowlers Across America, and your name will go up on our virtual wall at prodigybowlerstour.com. So get over to prodigybowlerstour.com right now and click the tab at the top for the You Tour. Download the application and read the instructions. Easy peasy. And pretty soon, you'll be making an appearance on Prodigy Bowlers You Tour. We continue with this match between Christian Manel and Brandon Caravidi, as Christian, now up in the 6th, nursing a 31-pin lead. And he stuffs them. Boy, that one split the 8 and 9. Watch this ball drive through the pocket. Plenty of entry angle. This was almost a stone 9, but the ball went right between the 8 and 9, took them both out. That's how it's done in the modern game. And that one was just a pinch high, and he leaves a 4-pin. Well, Prodigy is going to look a little different this season. A lot of the regulars that you're used to watching, like Nick Dissinger, Tristan Davis, Anthony Smiga, Nolan Kemp, some of the others, they've all aged out, and they're off to college. Christian's just got one more year with us. He's 17 now. He'll turn 18 next July, so he will no longer be eligible for youth bowling. Cutting through the nose, Brandon still searching for the line. Now, anytime you move from one bowling center to another, even as similar as the shot may be, it usually takes a little while to get used to the house shot. That may be what we're witnessing here. Brandon finds the range to cover the 3-pin, but he needs to string some strikes if he wants to get back in this match. 31 pins in arrears, running out of frames. Man, I thought that one was gone. But as I mentioned earlier, it seems like the wider you throw it, the more it hooks. And now he's got the 6-pin. They've got a real good coach over here at Stars and Strikes Woodstock, a guy named Mike Hess, who also runs the pro shop. There's a spare for Brandon. But now Christian got to keep the foot on the gas. He hasn't quite got this one put away yet, so want to keep pouring it on as much as he can. That's a good one. That was just a little high, but he just stuffed them straight back. Watch this. The ball's going to enter the pocket just a little high on the head pin. And with that entry angle, you might think he could leave like a 4-pin or a 4-9 or a stone 9. It was almost a stone 7-9, but they all went down. 32-pin lead with just 2 frames left. And up pops another difficult spare. The 3, 6, 9, 10. Now, he whiffed this whole thing when he left it in the 2nd frame. He threw it in the gutter. Now, he had the 3, 6, 9 earlier, and he went straight at that. Let's see which way he chooses to play it. He goes straight, but hits a little too far on the left side of the 3 and leaves the 9, so he may need to work on that spare. All right, the situation is this. Brandon can strike out in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th and shoot 177. If he were to do that, he'd force Christian to double in the 10th to beat him. Well, so much for that idea. He leaves the 3-6, and now he's in a bit of a pickle. If he were to make this and then throw 3 strikes in the 10th, he'd have 165, meaning Christian would only need 9 in the 10th to beat him. And that open frame in the 9th just sealed the deal for Christian. And there you have it. Christian will be moving on to the second match. And we will reveal who his opponent is when you watch the next episode of Prodigy Bowlers You Tour. Brandon, a high hit once again. It's all kind of moot at this point. He leaves the 6-7 split. Making it won't improve his chances of winning this match, as the match has already gone to Christian, but he can have a little fun here by making it. Ooh, and he gives it a pretty good run, but it's another open frame, and with 133, obviously not the match Brandon wanted to throw, as they give each other a virtual handshake. No touching here in the age of COVID-19. Kids are pretty careful about that now. Christian will finish out. Possible 187 with 3 strikes in the 10th. We'll look at this strike once again. Rips it real hard at the bottom, but as long as his swing is as straight as it is right now, I don't really worry too much about that. That time it jumped on him just a bit, so he will have a spare to finish with 177. And once again, as I said, they filmed 3 matches on this day. So there are 2 more matches to come. Each one will be in a separate episode of Prodigy Bowlers You Tour. Can't tell you exactly how far apart the release dates will be spaced, but the next one will be coming soon, and Christian Manel will be in it. So thanks for watching today. We'll see you on the next one.